Hi everyone, it's Julie here from Think, Be, Do Leadership, and I just wanted to talk about the subject of how do you get your teams to feel connected when you're working remotely, because we're all doing it now, and it's one of those things that you think, well, it's just set up the systems, get us all sorted, and there we are, we're working from home. Have I got access to the documents? Have I got access to emails? Have I got access to messaging and all those things? And off we go. But the problem is, it's not quite as simple as that, because we're humans and we have needs, and we have different needs that mean that different people are going to need to be able to have their needs met in a different way. And one of the things that's really, really important about connecting teams is if you think about it, the further away we are physically, uh, the less we tend to care or have an interest in the well-being and being part of the other person's group. Probably stems back to when we were Stone Age or something like that, cavemen. But essentially, what it means is that when we're further away, it's very easy to forget people. It's very easy to not be part of the group. It's very easy to get lost, and it's also very easy for, say, 2 or 3 people to be part of a little group and another person get lost out of that group. And so what it means is that your team can get really, really fragmented really easily. And then, of course, if you have more than one team in different locations that are together, they can start getting fragmented too. And what that means is that you then can create the them and us thing. And so what we need to do is we need to create ways of helping people to become a team on a remote platform or through remote platforms, without just thinking about, well, it's technically capable, because people won't necessarily do it. For example, if you've got somebody who's really quite an introvert, then they're probably happy working all day behind closed doors, not being able to be seen. But the problem is then they're not visible, and then they don't have a voice. And then you've got somebody who really needs the the people around them, and therefore is going to lose um, their joy of working. They're going to lose their momentum. Is going to lose any drive they have because they don't have people around them. Again, what do they need? Well, they need to talk round the water cooler. They need to talk with other people. And then you've got people who need social um, to be sociable. They need to have fun. There's other people who need to feel like they're making decisions and moving on, and it's very easy for them, these people that are much more doers and driving things along, for them to go and make decisions without asking anybody, because nobody else is in the office or you weren't available. And so there's all these different things going on that as a leader you need to be thinking about, is how do I make sure that these people are talking? How do I make sure that they get enough interaction and enough time on their own as well? And I think it's really important to think about your team and think, who have I got in the team? What do they need? And to the point of actually, asking them how they're doing for a start, but asking them what do they need, not just how they're doing, because most people say, well, fine, but asking them, what do you need to help me to make sure that you're part of the team? So let's have a think about a couple of things that first of all we need. First of all, remember that it's not just all about work, because work is never all about work. It's also about the personal things that are going on. So first of all, make sure that you get together as a group, I don't know, on Zoom or Teams or whatever it is, the thing you're going to be doing, and you talk about how people feel, the personal stuff, the non-work stuff, because it's stressful when you're working at home on your own, and especially if you've got the family in the background because they're off school or have been furloughed and all those things. Yeah, so get people talking to each other and find out how people actually are. Be human. And for you, make sure that you care and you're seen to care for them. Okay. Then next thing, give people time. Yeah, just rushing straight into work stuff isn't always the best thing. It may feel like it's really, really valuable to just get going and get on with it, but actually giving people time to settle in, to talk about the cat or whatever it is, just enough time to make people feel relaxed on camera. And remember, not everybody feels relaxed on camera. Yeah. So there may be people who really don't want to be there. Check in with them, make sure that they are feeling okay with this. And then, of course, um, is let people have some water cooler time. So, like for example, in Zoom, you can use breakout rooms. So rather than having one big team meeting where 12 to 13 people are all talking, or somebody doesn't heard because they're not a very forthright person, is let's do breakout rooms, so split them up into threes and fours for them to discuss in smaller groups. So giving them the opportunity to still have those small groups is really important. Many can bring people together, and that actually increases the collaboration, but it also increases the oh God, what's the word? Oh, there's my husband. Thank you very much, dear. You're on camera, dear. That increases the collaboration and the ability for people to be creative. And see, that's what happens when you work from home, when your husband's off on furlough. So collaboration and breaking people up into groups. You just wanted my dog because the dog needs to go out. So yeah, make sure that people are able to collaborate. And remember, collaboration doesn't always happen just through an email or something like that. Okay, so there's a few top tips there for my how to keep people connected. But remember that we're all human, and it's not just about the systems. So if you need any help with that, what I do is help people to have a far better team performance. My virtual team performance engine will help people to grow the team, make sure the team are performing, and support the team to do the things they need to do. Give us a shout if you need any help. Bye bye.